Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. I'm on my way to Lampasas, Texas, to the Ram dealer to get my oil changed, and it's a beautiful day. It's 44 degrees, and as you can see, the sky is partly cloudy. But what I'm going to tell you today, I'm going to tell you the story of the Pixel 3a XL Google phone. You'll love it. It's a good story. It's a long story, and that's why I'm going to start it now. And I won't drive so fast. So anyway, here we go. In December, as some of you may know or recall, I ordered a Google Pixel 3a XL phone from the Google store online and got it. Good phone, pretty, it was just really pretty. Got a super fast charger and all the good stuff, all the little bells and whistles, everything you could dream of, and 1,000 more. So I finally got it. I went through all those settings and stuff and got it powered up. The external mic worked. Ta-da! At that time in December, you could set the video resolution on 720p. Good, very good, good so far. Oops, downside. Whenever I was talking on the phone, a phone call, and I wanted to put it on speaker, the speaker wouldn't work. Not good. The second thing that was wrong is whenever I got a call from someone, it wouldn't ring. There was no ringtone. There was something wrong with the, quote, software for the speaker. So I contacted Google support in the Philippines. All the people at Google support in the Philippines are wonderful people. They're doing their job, or trying. I was advised to do a factory reset, run around the block 50 times, do 100 one-handed push-ups, you know, all the stuff you go through when you call for technical support on a phone. Did everything, nothing worked. Speaker didn't work. So then they said, well, we'll send you a replacement phone. I thought, well, okay, let's do it. But the replacement phone is not a new phone, it's a refurbished phone. I did not like that. Not a problem, but I thought, well, you know, it could be better. So I got this first replacement about 2 weeks ago, maybe more, I'm not sure of the dates. Wasn't long ago. And I powered it up, go through my drill. The speaker phone works. In other words, when I had a call from somebody, I could put it on speaker and it worked. The ringtone worked. However, you could not set the resolution to 720p. It only had 1080 or full HD, which, as you know, that do videos, that is a data hog. It takes forever to upload those videos unless you have super fast internet, which I do not. Also, the external mic, whenever you're doing videos, wouldn't work. It would show that it was on, connected, everything was okay, but it didn't come on. So I call Google support one more time, go through the whole drill, you know, factory reset, da-da-da-da-da, a lot of different things. They go just right down the script every time, which is fine, I guess. External mic didn't work, and what else? There was some other minor problem, I can't think. But anyway, so they said, no problem, we'll ship you another phone. I thought, wow, is this going to go on forever? So they did. And I got it yesterday. Whoa. So, you know, I go through the whole drill again, power it up, do all this. I did some of the settings. I'm pretty goosey by now. You know, I'm thinking this thing is something wrong with it. Oh, also on the second phone, they told me to take it into a repair shop in Cedar Park, Texas, and they would have it repaired for free. And I said, well, give me the name of the place so I can call them and make an appointment first. So they did. They gave me the name of the business. I called the people there. I talked to one of the lead, in fact, the owner, and he told me that, he said, I told him it was a Google Pixel 3a XL phone. It was a speaker, or it was an external mic problem and a couple other issues, whatever they were. He said, well, that's all software. He said, we can't do anything with that. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, matter of fact, he said, had a lot of issues with some Pixel phones, a lot of software issues, and he said the best phone overall for people is the Samsung because they use a lot of quality hardware and stuff. But he said the downside of the Samsung phone is it's loaded with bloatware, which, you know, is a catch-22. Enough said about that. So, second phone returned, third phone received yesterday morning about 9:30. So I go through the whole drill, setting it up, you know, getting it ready and checking stuff out. Well, this one had had a new problem. If you tried to send a text, it wouldn't send it. Okay? It would give you an error message. And then the next thing, I also checked the external mic, and it didn't work. It showed it was working. It showed it was on. It had the little mic deal on, but it wasn't on. And the guy said, the technician at Google Support says, well, it must be your mic. I said, no, it's not the mic, because it works on my LG phone, it works on my Samsung phone, and it also worked on the first Google Pixel 3a XL I had. So it's not the mic. He said, well, that's maybe the software. I said, okay, then what do we do? He said, well, you need to take to a repair shop. I said, man, I've already been down that trail, and you know, I know you're doing your job, and I appreciate it, but what do we do now? He said, well, we'll send you another replacement phone. Well, since I've got replacement phones in transit to every place that Google owns, he said, well, we'll have to do some things here because you've got a phone in transit or something. I said, well, whatever, you know, whatever you need to do, let's get it done because I want a phone that works. So he did, and he said, I'll send you the info, you know, to return the phone, which he did. I returned the phone yesterday, but I didn't see an email telling me that the replacement, another replacement, had been shipped. I didn't get one yesterday, so I thought, well, maybe it'll be overnight and I'll get that email so I'll know when the replacement, the third replacement, is coming. Didn't get anything this morning, so I thought, well, hell, I better call them and see what the problem is. So I called them this morning. There is no third replacement phone coming. They did not place an order for a third replacement phone. Something happened, but the individual I talked to, I said, look, guy, you know, we've been down this trail 3 times. I got 3 phones, okay? Why don't y'all just give me a refund and we'll call it a day and I'll do something else or do nothing. Because I'm using the LG G4 right now, and I've been using it for pretty much all the videos anyway. Because you can use the LG 720p. But anyway, so he said, just a minute. He put me on hold for 5 minutes. He came back and he asked me some different questions, and then he puts me on hold again for 5 minutes. And he said, when he came back the third time, he said, you know, we're checking your account and you'll see what we can do, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he said, let me put you on hold. We're going to check a few things, see what we can do. You know, we need to get the RMA, I think, return merchandise, whatever thing, canceled before we can issue a refund. I said, well, you mean you're going to issue a refund? Yeah, we will. He said, well, this time we're going to issue a complete refund. I said, good. And what do I have to do? He said, well, what we have to do, the Google Pixel that you shipped back yesterday won't be delivered to our warehouse or wherever in Dallas, Texas, or Irving, wherever the hell it is, until the 30th. I said, that's correct, because I checked on the delivery time. And he said, well, then they'll cancel that RMA, whatever that is, and then we can issue you a refund and you can return the original phone or the phone that you have now. And he got the IMEI for it to be sure that we were all on the same page. Then they gave me a, what do you call it, a ID number or a case number. That's what, case number. He said, now when you call back, I asked, I said, now if I call back on Friday, the 1st or 31st, and that RMA has been canceled and we're ready to go with the refund, what do I tell the customer service rep? He said, well, let me give you a case ID number and you just give them the case ID number. They'll look it up and then issue you the refund. I said, well, that's great. So that's where we are on that. I haven't got the money back yet, but all I can tell you folks is these smartphones, now for me, for most people they work great. I know I've got 2 sons that love them and you know they're super fast, but I think my oldest boy has a Samsung. You know, he was smarter than I was. In fact, he recommended when I was getting ready to get the Pixel, he said, hey, Dad, you ought to get you a Samsung, much better phone, even though it cost an extra $100, $200, whatever it was. I said, no. I love the camera on the Pixel 3 XL, and supposedly it was good. I guess it was, but it'll only shoot in 1080p, which I don't need, and it can't upload a 20-minute video in 1080p is 3 gigabytes. To upload 3 gigabytes at the speeds I get here at my home base in Central Texas, 3 or 4 megabits per second upload takes about 3.5 hours, which is ridiculous. So that's the story of the smartphone. I know y'all wanted to hear it. So for those of you that have had some smartphone technical issues, rest easy that I have had the worst case of tech problems that you could ever have. And I have talked to the people so many times in Philippines, I felt like I lived there. In fact, they told me that they were having a festival there a week or two ago in this area where they have the call center, and they wanted to know if I wanted to come down. I thought, hell, maybe I should. It's only a 20-hour flight or whatever it is. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, we're still not in Lampasas. This video has been going on for 11 minutes, and it's shooting in 720p. But this is a pretty part of Texas. For you guys that are looking for home bases and stuff, Lampasas is not bad. Now, it gets hot in the summer, but it's really pretty nice. Got a lot of cedar and live oak around and stuff. You're close to what's a Bend State Park, but that's a crowded park. That's a crowded state park. It's called Bend, B-E-N-D. So what else, guys? So what else? All I can tell you, did I ever get really frustrated on the Pixel phone? Sure. Yeah, I got put out. But I always qualify my remarks when I'm talking to a customer service rep by saying that I know that it's not your fault. I know you had nothing to do with this and you're just doing your job. But if you could, put yourself in my shoes and let's see if we can work together to resolve this issue. And if you do that, you'll get a whole lot better response than you will if you start blaming them for the issues. Like, well, I've been having this issue. Why can't y'all do something about it? I'm tired of this crap. I'm going to do this. They don't want to hear that. They're just doing their job, and they're not getting paid a hell of a lot. So yeah, just remember, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And now, what does that have to do with returning a phone? Probably not a hell of a lot, unless you like. Could you mix vinegar and honey? I don't know. This is the Lampasas County line. It's not that far to the city limits right up here. I don't know what this thing is in front of me. Speed limit's 55, and it looks like a parade of lights. It's TxDOT, the Texas Department of Public Safety, and they're doing something on the roads. I'm not sure what, but I'm going 40 miles an hour around them here, and the speed limit's 70. So I guess we're okay. Speed limit, Lampasas population 6,681 nice people. All the girls that live in Lampasas have fine faces. And having said that, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the ride into downtown Lampasas. We're going to the Ram dealer here. I think it's Benny Boyd. Oh, Benny Boyd. BB. Oh, Benny Boyd. Oh, not swear. Ain't the way it goes. The pipes are true. That's a good song. What's the name of that? Speed limit now is 45. I'm going about 43, even though it always looks like I'm going faster in the video. Always. What is that? I don't know. They got a big RV park here on the right, a huge one. Well, it wasn't that big years ago. They've added a lot of spots. Well, maybe this is a separate one. I think they're owned by the same people. That one right there, and then there's one right here on the right. And believe me, a lot of snowbirds come here for the entire winter and have been coming here for years. Killeen. If you go to the right, you go to Killeen, Texas, in Coppers Cove, which is the location of Fort Hood. Fort Hood is the largest military base in the U.S. by land mass. This not necessarily the number of troops, but the area it covers. Why is it so large? Well, It's artillery and armored, or tanks. You got a lot of guys there. Lots. God, and what's amazing, when you drive up there, if you ever go there, go around the base, the perimeter of the base is surrounded by payday loan businesses. I mean, they tried to outlaw them. They tried to cut back on them or reduce their loan rates and stuff. But what it is, if you get a payday loan and you're in the military, they got you forever, because the interest rate is more than you make every week. Enough said about that. The name of this creek here is Sulphur Creek. Why? Because it has a little sulfur odor. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are blowing. Helen had a steamboat, the steamboat had a bell. Helen went to heaven, steamboat went to hello, operator, give me number 9. Okay, guys, losing my mind here in Lampasas, Texas. We got a few more minutes and I'll shut this mother down. We'll wait till we get to the dealership, because I got to get the oil out of the back and put it in the front so they can find it easily. I'm early. I was supposed to be there at 10:30, and right now it's 10. Not quite. But that's the way I do. I usually get places early because I ain't got anything else to do. But the story of the Pixel 3a XL, what a great, maybe I need to write a short story about that. But it's not anybody's fault, you know what I mean? It's not, it's made in China. The Pixel 3a XL is made in China, but the people that make it, they're just putting it together, you know what I mean? Whoa, dude. Hello. Gasoline here is $2.10 a gallon for regular unleaded. But yeah, they're just, everybody's just doing their job. So you can't blame anybody. See, there is the problem, because these are technical issues that can be hardware or software. In Google's case, most of it is software. And that is and when you've got a software issue, that is a toughie. Can be. So, you can get upset, and I know it's upsetting because I got upset. Or not real upset. I just, but if you try to, look at it logically, and I know sometimes it's hard. I'm human too. Let's go, Rusty. There goes M&S Flooring and Construction. I wondered where they were. Davis Septic Services. There's where their office is. We just passed 2nd Street. Colorado Bend State Park, you go to the left. That's the name of it. I called it just Bend. It's Colorado Bend State Park. We're getting close to the Ram dealership, and I'll end the video at the dealership when we pull in. Well, anyway, I might start ending it now as soon as I see their sign. Yeah, Lampasas is it's a nice sized, well, it's 6,700. I mean, that's not exactly New York City, but, for out here in the boonies, it's a nice sized little community. Do they have a Walmart here? I think they do. I don't know. If they do, it'll be on the edge of town going out. Okay, we're getting close, guys, so I'm going to do this. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because you know why. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, keep your health, and do those things. I can't turn in here because this guy's blocking the whole driveway. Anyway. Well, this service department is hard to get in and out of. I have to tell you that. But anyway, keep your health, guys. That's what it's all about. Keep your health. There's a power wagon in front of me. Can you imagine that? A power wagon. This is the service center for Benny Boyd Auto Group, and this is their office or place in Lampasas, Texas. So guys, enjoy your life. If you get a smartphone, all I can tell you is good luck. That's it. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.